Hey everyone, welcome to today's session. We're just going to give it a couple minutes. We're going to let some people roll in. And for those of you who this is your first time, I'm Stephanie. I'm the head of our client success team here at Reply, and we have Joshua, who is one of our CSMs and our integration specialist and content guru.
Yeah. Valerie, hello. I know you.
I love when I see like clients that we work with kind of, joining our sessions. So.
Hmm. Yeah, interesting new feature. Not really a feature, actually. It's a whole new
Mm,
tool product.
yeah, yeah. I guess we could probably go ahead and get started. And so for those of you who have attended our sessions before, today's going to look a little bit different. So normally Josh and I, we hold these sessions we really aim to, help you guys get set up with your account and your accounts and to really, make sure that you are seeing those results that you want to see with your prospecting and things like that. So today's going to be a little bit different. Today we're actually going to be talking about a new feature, a new product actually, that Reply is rolling out. And we're really excited about this. So today is the first time I think that Josh and I have done like a live demo of a new product.
Hmm.
So we're really excited about it. And so what we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about the rollout of our new inbound AI chatbot. And so for those of you who, have used Reply, for those of you who are new, within Reply, you're typically using it for, your outbound efforts, whether it's prospecting, whether it's outbound sales. We have customers who use it for recruitment, marketing, and things like that. But we've never had a tool under the Reply umbrella for inbound. And so the reason that our team decided to create this new product was because we wanted to listen to what our customers were saying. So we had, some customers who were saying, hey, our team is really small. We don't have the bandwidth to focus on outbound right now, so we're going to focus on inbound. We've also talked to customers who were saying that, they're using different tools, one for outbound, one for inbound. So what we really wanted to do was kind of simplify things for our customers and make it really easy for you to streamline your outbound, inbound, whatever it is that your sales process looks like. So again, we're really excited to talk about this today. One thing that I did want to mention before Josh hops into the demo is that our new inbound chatbot, it's AI driven. So really exciting there. So Josh was going to show you, you can, really train the AI chatbot to, answer questions in kind of the style that you want. And you can actually add the knowledge bases, the frequently asked questions, anything related to your product. And you can really customize it in the way that suits your business needs. So I'm really excited to get this going. So Josh, take it away.
Absolutely. So yeah, as Stephanie was saying, this is not a new reply feature. It is still owned and operated by us, but it's designed for a completely separate kind of market. These are chatbots that you can directly embed on your website, similar to like an intercom or a drift, and you can program them with any kind of information that you want this chatbot to be able to answer questions on. So if you want to feed it information about your pricing, or you can literally type in frequently asked questions and then answers to those prompts, the chatbot that you create will be curated to your specific case. And you can create multiple different chatbots, embedding them on different pages and feeding them different knowledge bases so that they have the exact information they need to properly respond depending on the context. I actually didn't name these. I'm not that conceited. Liz, who is our product manager, created these and just was kind enough to name it after me. So that was pretty fun when I found out.
Very flattering, Josh. Very flattering.
Yeah, exactly. But there is still some functionality that ties into your main tried and true reply accounts. But just again, up at the top, this is not designed to blast cold emails. It's not a bot that's going to help you write your content. This is a customizable chat that you can embed anywhere that you want and feed it the knowledge that you want to properly address your prospects or customers. So One of the main differences between the AI chat platform and the reply platform is when you click on the AI chat, we've created it in a streamlined fashion. So regardless of what page that you're on or how you click into your chats, all of the UI is going to look the same. So you're not going to have this disruption when you're going from page to page, tab to tab. So if I were to create an AI chat from scratch, this UI is exactly the same as the UI of an existing, already set up AI chatbot. So you can see here, there's a content tab. This is where you can name your chatbot. You can also establish which company or platform this chatbot is designated for, and you can give it basic prompts to introduce itself to your prospects or clients. These messages can be whatever you'd like. And you can really kind of instill a sense of personality to the chat through these various options. In the event that the prospect or client doesn't want to continue speaking to the bot, you can forward it to a specific customer support email. You will then be looped directly into the chat via your email inbox, or you can respond directly from the UI here live as you would those other chats that I've mentioned up top. You can also give it a general idea of how to respond. So if you want to give very kind of concise, quick to the point responses, you would click short. Middle would provide a little bit more context, or long will go very detailed into the explanations. You can choose what kind of styling or tonality the bot is using. You can switch these at any point as well, so you're not locked in once you create the chatbot. Personally, I'll go conversational and friendly all the time. That's my go-to for my emails as well, if you've ever heard me talk about content. Currently, English is the only option available, but there are plans to update this in the future. And eventually, if you have this toggle turned on, you'll be able to kind of adapt to the language that the person originally comes to you at. So just trying to make it more viable for a global audience. This second section here for context, up top, I mentioned that you can customize the chatbot. That's largely going to be in the knowledge basis section, which I'll get to in a moment. But this part here refers to what source it's going to use to actually respond to the engagements that you see in your chat. So context only is going to be any links or kind of files that you provide to the system in your knowledge base. You can also incorporate ChatGPT. So in addition to the specific knowledge that you're sharing directly into the chatbot, it will use a more general knowledge pool if you wanted to incorporate ChatGPT. Right now, I believe it's using 3.5 version, but there are plans to update to 4.0 in the near future. You can also give it a role. So this is kind of the persona that it's going to adopt when it is responding. So it's going to answer as if it were a sales representative, a manager, or an account executive. As we kind of grow this platform and kind of start reaching out to more and more markets, the roles may end up getting expanded, but these are the 4 options that you have available out of the box. And then you can give it some more kind of general notes that it can use. This is, again, going to relate to the context versus ChatGPT options. The more information that you can provide it, the better of a response and a robust kind of engagement it's going to be able to offer to anybody coming to your chatbot.
Absolutely. And we say that too about, reply for outbound as well. The more information you have about your prospects or whatever it is, the better it's going to perform. So
yeah, when it comes to AI in general, you always want to be as detailed as possible. So even if you are a fan of using the short response lengths, you definitely want to kind of go into as much detail as possible when it comes to creating your knowledge bases and detailing kind of what your offer or values are. Next, we have, do not save and leave, go to styling. So this is where you're actually kind of curating the look of your chat. You can upload a logo, The bot avatar could just be like your own headshot, could be just a little cartoon logo, whatever the case is. It's just going to kind of curate what your chat actually looks like. And you can even kind of change the color of the logos and things like that. So you have a little bit of optimization options in the UI directly. Um, Pretty straightforward, pretty standard. You can also just upload an image yourself. So if you don't want to play around with colors or anything like that, if you have one set up, import it directly and then you're good to go. Appearance is slightly misnamed. This is the location of the widget when you embed it on your website. It's not actually going to change the look of the box itself. So if you want to embed it in the lower kind of right-hand corner, this is kind of the usual spot for most chatbots on the internet. You would choose right. If you want to switch things up, you can go left. And keeping widget open by default just means that you'll see this full open view and the bot will immediately introduce itself. Whereas if you don't have it open by default, it'll just be the bubble in the bottom corner with the kind of red, unread prompt for you. One cool feature that we're doing in addition to the general chatbot is our AI avatars. Now, this is still a little bit of a work in progress, and Stephanie can go more in depth with it. But essentially, you can go far beyond just adding a little logo or cartoon character. You can create a fully AI person to respond for you. So, Stephanie, if you
Yeah.
want to kind of dive into Hey Gen.
Yeah, so this is really cool. And I'm really excited about this. Our whole team is excited about this because this is something that you're probably not going to find on any other inbound platform. And so it's the ability to create an AI avatar and to have a video chat where that AI avatar is answering questions live. So this is a really awesome feature. It's a nice addition that we have here. So this is an integration with HeyGen. So all the instructions are here and it's pretty simple and straightforward. So if you, as you can see right here, if you go and you set up a HeyGen account, there's the link right there. With HeyGen, this is where you can create your own AI avatar. So they have some default ones there as well, but I could go and create my own AI avatar and, you know, embed that in the AI chat. So that's really cool. You kind of can have a face of the company, which is really nice. So like I said, so Josh, if you want to go back, perfect. So like I said, you created an account with HeyGen, create that AI avatar, and then it's really simple. If you scroll down where it says API key, HeyGen is going to give you an API key. You're just going to plug it in right there and away you go. So it's pretty simple and straightforward. I haven't had a chance to create my own AI avatar, but I know other people in our team have been able to, some people in our marketing team. And I've seen their videos and it looks really great. So like I said, that's one of the features that we're rolling out that you're really not going to find on any of the other inbound platforms that you may see. So just that ability to have a video chat, an audio chat. Yeah, and it's really nice. And so like Josh is showing you right here, like, again, you can kind of select from some default avatars, and then you can also select, you know, the tonality and whatnot. So really nice little feature there.
Yeah, one day I hope to have Optimus Prime as my voiceover for an AI avatar. It'll be great.
I mean, it might attract some people. It might scare some people away. I don't know. We have
Yeah,
to
it
see.
depends on what website you're working on.
Yeah.
And we may be able to show off very briefly kind of what the AI avatar looks like. We have it up and running on one of our reply pages. So after we kind of walk through all of this, maybe we'll just hop on over to the site and just show you what that looks like. But yeah, so you can actually create a Joshua or an Angela or what have you, and have them directly engage with your prospects. And again, this is another area that we're definitely going to be fine tuning and upgrading. So people may be hesitant because of the uncanny valley issue, but it's going to become more and more realistic as time goes on. And it's already pretty phenomenal at the moment. So can't wait to show you guys what that looks like. In addition to the AI avatar, you also want to design it to adapt to a specific use case or goal. You can only have one goal per bot, but you can create multiple bots with the same name, with the same knowledge base that are just designed for different goals. So for example, if somebody is coming to my pricing page and my goal is to just get contact information from them. Maybe I'm going to forward this to my sales team. I can design the bot with that goal in mind. So when it asks questions and tries to engage with the users that come onto the site, it's going to be aiming for this as its ultimate kind of result. We have other options like trying to book a trial, so it'll give trial links and things like that. You can customize it with sales calendar links and things like that. Also update the language, so when it does pop up by default, it'll show a default text message, as well as booking demos. So very similar here. Again, this is also going to be an area that we're going to be expanding upon, but for now, we do have these 3 basic prompts to help get you guys started. Probably the most important aspect of the entire platform are the knowledge bases. So these are the resources that the bot is going to be directly pulling from. So you can see here, if we go to reply.io fully, this is not an exhaustive list of all of our links, but this is a pretty good kind of section of them. And if someone were to come to the bot and ask about our pricing, it'll know based on the context of the words used and the kind of engagement that we're having, it'll know to pull information directly from this pricing page. So as your business is expanding, you can add in more links or even direct kind of PDFs or files to specific items. If you have like a webinar coming up and you have a dedicated PDF or one pager that you want to share with people, you can share that to the system. And it will be able to give information directly from that resource. So the kind of limits are essentially boundless here. It can adapt to essentially any use case that you want as long as you feed it the correct information. You can see here on the right-hand side, it says train, one says failed. In the primary knowledge base section, this is where you're going to actually be kind of uploading those archives. And then you can actually kind of teach it based on, again, the files that you're importing. So if I were to import a PDF or a doc, it'll take some time to go over kind of the content within it. If it understands it after a certain period of time, that trained icon will show up. If a link, for example, that you put in isn't properly connected, if it's not leading to a proper source, then it would result in a failure. Once
Josh,
you, yeah.
sorry, Josh, while you're here, just quickly, you can also add FAQs as well. You can see that tab right. So you can add your own FAQs as well, and those will populate based on the conversation that the AI chatbot's having with your prospective customers.
Yeah, so this page in particular works very similarly to how the autoresponder works in reply. If you give it specific questions and then answers to those questions, it'll take the responses directly from here, in addition to looking at the other resources that you've established. So you can see here, after you've input something and it's properly been trained on it, it'll be saved in your archive. So you can kind of edit any links if you're updating the information within them. You can remove them and replace them if you want to kind of completely start your knowledge base clean. There are current limits on the number of items you can attach to a knowledge base. I think it's around 50 each, but that is, again, an area that we're going to be expanding upon. This is our very first pass on it. So any feedback that you guys have, we'll definitely be pushing up the chain there. And then each of these knowledge bases can be tied directly into one or more of your chatbots. So if you want to feed Joshua more information about a kind of nerdy side project that you have going on, you can give it a bunch of comic book links, and then it'll be able to answer your favorite X-Men questions or something like that.
I feel like this is how you would train your chatbot.
Before I came to Reply, I actually ran an entertainment website, and so this would have been super cool to have back then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but just to stress the point, it really is as malleable as and flexible as you want it to be. So any question that you have or that you think your prospects will have, you can just give it the information here and it'll be able to pull directly from it. Heading back into the chat, we'll click on Joshua again. So yeah, once you've connected the knowledge base that you've set up under here, you'll be able to pull those up, kind of give them another once over. Yeah, so this docket, for example, is probably just a generic document, doesn't lead to anything in particular, which is why it shows up as failed. Whereas this is a support article that we have in regards to our chatbot, and it worked. It's a live link. So yeah, just make sure that you are keeping up to date with any of your links, especially if you are changing domains and things like that. And then finally, once you're kind of content with all of the settings you've established for Joshua here, you'll be given a code. And again, just abiding by that flexibility tenet that we talked about at the beginning, you can embed this directly into the code on any page on your website, and you'll get a nice little chatbot there that people can start engaging with right away. Very flexible, very fast to use, very easy to set up. And then you have your own cute little chat GPT dude ready to help out in any way that you need.
And don't feel any pressure to name him after Joshua, as we did. So.
But you also can if you want.
Yes.
So yeah, very lightweight, very easy to use. You can just copy it directly from this button here. And then as long as you have access to your site editor, you can just throw it in and then you're good to go. And as I mentioned, there are two ways that you can really engage with the prospects that you have coming. You can respond directly from the inbox here as either the bot or as a person, or you can get the forwarded emails and you can respond via your inbox. This is designed to kind of house all of your various chat conversations, and they'll be denoted depending on which bot is actually in use based on the name and the icon that you have assigned to that particular bot.
And from here, like this is where you can take over the conversation from the bot, Joshua. If so, you can come in here, you can message with your prospects from this inbox right here. So yeah, pretty simple and straightforward.
Yeah. As people start to engage with you, if they do leave any contact information, their record is automatically saved in the account. Very similar to the setup we have on Reply Proper. You'll be able to make direct changes from this page if you wanted to. And also very cool, once they've either booked a call with you or you've gotten a bunch of information from them, if you wanted to follow up with them, you can select that contact or all of them. And then similar to the push to campaign button that we have in the sequence version of Reply, you can push these contacts directly into your campaigns and then send them those follow-ups and make sure you're keeping in touch with all of these new leads. So a little bit of connectivity there. You can minimize this just if you want to get a more kind of constructive view. And then lastly, we have some more basic settings. So these are more kind of team admin level settings. There are multiple roles that you can assign in this kind of bot system. Admins have essentially full access to kind of all kind of tags or tabs rather that we've been looking at right now. They can edit various permissions for other users as well as full control over the bots themselves. Users will just be able to create their own bots, and then observers are purely for visibility and just making sure that other team members are using it correctly and keeping on top of things. There are options to create custom fields as well. So if you want your bot to create more custom information and when it's asking those initial questions, you can just create those custom fields here. Just make sure that you're specifying that this is the kind of information that you're looking for when your bot is asking your prospects questions. That's pretty much it for the system. It's again very sleek, very lightweight, designed to get you up and running fast. It's very different from what you guys are potentially used to with Reply proper. But we're hoping to reach a whole new audience here, tons of new potential and possibilities with this AI chatbot. And again, I can't stress it enough. It's as flexible as you need it to be. And I'm personally super excited for this. Um, can't wait to see what people do with it.
And
Um,
what I'm really excited about is for those customers of ours who are using Reply for outbound, it really just ties together your whole sales process, inbound, outbound, whatever it is you're looking to do. And like Josh showed you, like, the ability to take, your inbound leads and easily move them to an outbound sequence to ensure follow-ups with those potential customers. It just makes it a lot easier to make sure, like, just ensure that those inbound leads are, maybe not falling through the cracks, or you are following up with them in a timely manner. So we're really excited about this. And the one thing that we probably should have mentioned at the beginning of today's session is that
mhm.
Reply inbound AI chatbot, it's free to use right now. So what I can promise you is that it's free for at least a week until May 20th. So, I would highly recommend, if you are looking for an inbound option for your sales team, or maybe if you're using one right now, and you're like, hey, you know what? I want to give this a try and see if this works better for us. I highly recommend that you try it now while it's free. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Josh and I, we were on meetings with our, product team, and they were kind of going over this. And it was really when Josh and I really started getting into our own account and then playing around with it. Both of us were like, wow, this is so cool. So we're both pretty confident you'll love it. And like I said, it is free until at least May 20th. So check it out, try it out. Let us know what you think. We're more than happy to pass any feedback on to our product team. Yeah, we're really excited about it.
Yeah, it's super interesting. It's applicable for kind of businesses of all sizes. If you're working as a very bare bones startup, it's only you and maybe a handful of other people. This can do a lot of legwork for you, being able to keep in contact with the people trying to reach out to you, making sure you're on top of conversations and generating new leads. Invaluable for a startup, and just saving time for larger businesses. It complements your existing support team, allows you to customize it to kind of any needs as your company is kind of expanding. Um, yeah, super interesting. I think the last thing that I want to do, Stephanie, if you can go to the Reply site where you were using the actual Joshua, maybe we just show that off for a minute or two, and then we can kind of close things off.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. Just trying to close all my other tabs right now, because I am the person who has about 30 tabs open on any given time. And then I say, why is my computer running so slowly right now?
Yeah.
Just give me a second.
I would personally just program it with all of the Star Wars puns. You'd be great.
Yes, of course you would. Okay, give me 1 second.
No problem. Actually, I might be able to show it off here.
Actually, yeah, because yeah, if you want to, there you go. So you already have it up.
I want to expand him. He's being cut off here in the preview mode.
Upper right, yeah. There you go.
There we go. So yeah, you can talk directly to him as well, and then you can. This is the start recording option. Then you can pause it when you're done with your kind of query, and then it'll give him a little bit of time to think over your questions and then formulate a response. You can also just text directly to him. See if he responds to me. I didn't really ask him anything, so he might not.
He'll probably just say hi.
Yeah, he already did.
Hello, I'm Joshua, an account executive here to assist you. How can I help you today?
See, very, very cool. It's if you're feeling lonely, it's a pretty cool thing to play around with. Yeah, we won't go too much in depth with asking it questions about Reply, but you can actually see him live on our website. He's up and running. We use him internally right now. So feel free to ask him some questions and try to build one yourself. Again, as Stephanie mentioned, it's currently free for the time being. Not going to be for super long. So get in while you can and let us know what you think. So
Yeah, we'd love to know what you think. Absolutely.
crazy new horizon for Reply. So very interested to see what comes of this.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us today. So in 2 weeks, Josh and I are going to be returning to our regularly scheduled programming, where we're going to be walking you through Reply and helping you get it set up properly and answering any of those questions. So, if you come, you should get an invite soon. Make sure you come with all the questions that you have. We'll walk through those together. But yeah, we were really excited to show this off for you guys today. So let us know what you think. Check it out. And we'll be back in a couple of weeks.
All right. Thank you guys. Talk to you soon.
Bye, everyone.
And
Bye.